Oh, who's nice and clean? He just got a bath. He's nice and clean. Do you like my hair? I tousled it. I can't decide if it looks cute or if it just looks like a mess. Yes, I'm wearing the same shirt I wore in my first video. It was like 3 weeks ago I washed it. Get over yourself. So today I actually have a video that I'm giving to you that was Twitter requested by a good friend of mine. So the request was to tell the story of the day I became a monster. And I'm pretty sure that it's different than the way most monsters became monsters. It was long and complicated. The story shall commence now. Go. So I have two sisters. One of them lives in California. I live in Arizona, so we go out to California to see her. She's a lot older than I am. She's like 9 years older than I am. We go to California to see her usually once a year, and she comes out here once a year, so we get to see each other for about a week at a time, maybe twice a year. I just love her. Like, we rarely get to hang out, and she's the most fun person that you could possibly be around. So I promise this is relevant to how I became a monster. I just have to start at the very beginning. Last June, we went out to San Diego because my parents were running a marathon in San Diego. So we decided to all meet there. My sister came down to hang out with us for like 4 days. You know, we're together all the time, you know. When I leave my sister, like when I'm around her for a few days and then I leave to go back home, or she leaves to go back home, I get really depressed because I've been having the time of my life for 4 or 5 days and then it's just gone. Like, the thing that was keeping me all happy and involved is not in the same state anymore. So I don't really quite know what to do with myself. The last day we were in San Diego, we went to Seaport Village. This was like June 8th of last year. On our last day, we were in Seaport Village, and I was already kind of getting depressed because she was still with us, but I knew what was coming. I knew that we would have to go back home, and I wasn't going to get to see her for months later. So I was, you know, I was getting really depressed. We go into Seaport Village, and the next thing that happened is really what makes me believe that everything happens for a reason, because this was a 1 in a million shot. This whole me becoming a monster depended on this one moment, and it was less than 1 in a million chance that it happened. There's like 1 million stores in Seaport Village. There's like 50 stores there, 100 stores. I don't know. I've never been to the whole thing. Of all the stores that we could have gone into, we went into this little silversmith shop. It's got all these pretty little silver jewelry and crosses and stuff. All the stores we could go into, we went into that one. And of all the songs, think of every song that exists, okay? There's gotta be like 10 million songs ever written. And being in this store for 2 minutes, I could tell, you know, they played one song from the 80s and they played one song from 2010. So it was a big mix. Of every song that they could have played, I don't know if they had a CD or a radio or what, any song that could have happened, you know what it was? It was Paparazzi. And I'm listening to it, and it's making me sadder, because if you listen to Paparazzi, it's kind of sad. The chorus is kind of like she's sad. So if you like listen to the tune, and it sounds like she is sad. It's like she's missing someone, and I'm like, wow, that's exactly how I'm feeling right now. That's weird. I'm thinking about it, I'm singing the chorus, you know, I sang to myself a little bit. The verse came and I didn't know the words. I'm just like, okay, awkward. I'm just gonna be quiet now. And the chorus came back and I started to sing it again. That song got stuck in my head this was our last full day. We still had like another half of day the next day, but I knew it was coming. This song stayed stuck in my head for the rest of that day, and then all the next day, which included an 8-hour car trip from San Diego to my home. I get home, I am depressed as hell, because there's a thing, it's the same with both my sisters. I have two sisters, but only one lives in California. It's the same thing with both of them. When I leave them, I get depressed, and I'm usually fine, except for the combination of leaving San Diego and leaving my sister Here's me. Bam! I was like, this sucks. I hate my life. I just took a nosedive morally. If we go to California and I hang around with my sisters and they leave to go somewhere and I'm not going to see them until I leave, but I'm still in California for like another 2 days, day and a half, whatever, I'm fine. As long as I'm not leaving the next day, I'm fine. As long as I have one more full day in California after they leave or after we're not going to see each other until we go, I'm fine when I get home. I'm just like, all right, whatever. As long as they're here, it's a little bit worse if they're here. If she's here, she leaves, I'm fine until I go to bed. Then I'm like, this sucks. I don't know what to do. But if I leave my sister and if I leave California in the same 24-hour span, I'm dysfunctional for days. It's not even like, it's the weirdest thing. I don't eat. I sleep like hell. I can't get enough sleep. I don't know what to do with myself. I just basically mope around the house and try to pretend that I'm fine. Put on like a little act for my parents so they don't ask me what's wrong, because I don't want to be asked what's wrong. I don't want to talk about it. I'm at home. I'm laying in bed. Since I have taken the biggest nosedive possible, I'm just like, wow, screw everything. I hate this. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Paparazzi's still stuck in my head, mind you. So I look it up on the Google machine, and I'm watching it, and the first performance I saw of it, and this remains my favorite performance of hers of all time, the '09 VMAs, and every monster knows what I'm talking about. The '09 VMAs were legendary, and they changed my life. I didn't see them. I didn't see the performance until 2 years later. I thought, I'm amazed. I'm watching her and I'm amazed. And this is going to sound really corny, but it's really true. I'm watching it, and as right when the fake blood starts happening and she sounds like she's kind of crying as she's singing, that really got me right there. I'm like, wow. Like, wow. Like, you just pinned my emotion. You just pinned it, like, right on. So it just kind of progressed from there. I thought, this chick is really cool. And she kind of turned into a surrogate sister for me. I just became obsessed with her from there on out. Like, I saw that performance, and then every day I spent my whole day. This is summer, mind you. I get out in May, so I had all day to do this. Just all day, I would Google her. What's her real name? Where did she come from? What's her family's name? You know, what's she like? What are the names of her albums? I didn't know. This was right after Born This Way dropped, if you guys made that connection. This happened right after, like a week or two after it dropped. For a week, I was just Googling her. I'm just like, let's see more of her performances. Let's buy all of her songs. Let's watch her interviews. You know, what's her real hair color? Everything I could know, I found out about her in the next month. All that summer, I just spent on Lady Gaga. I just spent collecting anything that I could of that looked like hers. I spent making shoes and disco sticks. I spent learning how to do a hair bow, learning the Judas choreography, like everything that I could have possibly crammed into my brain about her, I did last summer. And then it just stayed that way, and it's been like that for a year. So that's pretty much the whole story. Thanks for listening. If you like this type of video, let me know, and I'll do more of them, just me talking about my life. Be sure to comment if you want to see something from me, or you could shoot me a tweet. My name is in the description below. Tell me what you want to see from me, and I'll do my best to put it together. So thank you to my subscribers, and if you like this video and not subscribed, be sure to subscribe. Bye, monsters. Thank you for listening to my story. I appreciate it. And request whatever you want, and I will try to put together for you. Okay, bye. Mwah.